LeggyandJackShow.com.
Don't forget to subscribe and share.
New episode coming up now. I made Leggy walk with me down to my bungalow. The whole place was turned upside down. Looked like Leggy had already been here before he made it to Junie's place. But that wasn't why I was here. Just in case, though, I found my go bag and took it with us. I marched Leggy down the driveway to the garage and back. I tossed him the keys and made him open it. Inside was the most beautiful car I'd ever seen. It was a one-of-a-kind convertible based on a 1936 Buick 60. Back when I had money, I had it converted to look exactly like the car Cary Grant drove in Topper. At the time, Junie and I were still rolling in the dough, despite the moonshine business sputtering and running on fumes. It was Junie who pointed out how similar they were to us, being that we were as rich and irresponsible as the couple in Topper were. And just like them, we wrecked it running from the law. I tied Leggy's hands together so that I could drive without having to keep the gun on him the whole time, though he did act like I was the one going to my grave and not him.
Nice wheels.
Thanks. Just got it back from the shop.
Did you steal this from the Topper set?
No. All custom work.
It's fitting, really, since you're going to be as dead as the two in the movie.
Uh-huh. Get in.
So what exactly is your plan here, Jack? Going guns a-blazing?
If I have to. All I want is Junie. If Fat Johnnie's reasonable about it, then everything will be fine. If not, well, things might get ugly.
What do you want on your headstone?
Still alive.
That's gonna be a pipe dream. Fat Johnnie don't like when people point guns at him.
You let me worry about Fat Johnnie. Leggy was right, though. I needed some sort of plan. This could go south 100 different ways, and with Junie's life on the line, I would have to be very careful. And I had to have a plan before we got to Fat Johnnie's.
How did Fat Johnnie get my grandfather's watch? With the money he must have, he could have bought 100 pocket watches. He didn't need to cheat at cars to get one. Unless it was wishful thinking. Maybe it wasn't the same watch. I had to find out. That's a nice watch you have there.
You like it? I do. It's made of 24-karat gold. Very classy.
Only appropriate for a classy guy like you. May I see it?
Certainly.
I turned it over and over and over in my hand. There's no doubt about it. This was my grandfather's pocket watch. It was the same model with the same decorations. On the back side, there was an engraving, "To thine own self." He had it engraved when my grandmother, who loved Shakespeare, told him a pocket watch was an unnecessary extravagance. The faded photo of my grandmother was still glued inside, though a little worse for the wear. I can't believe I gave this to Jack only for him to lose it in a poker game. I wonder if Fat Johnnie was the one who Jack claimed cheated on the big pot. I had to find out. As much as it pained me, I gave it back to Johnnie. Who's the dame?
No idea. She was there when I got the watch. I figured she was a nice enough looker that she could stay there.
You don't seem the type who would buy a used watch.
I'm not. I took it as a payment for a debt.
What debt?
What makes you so interested in an old pocket watch?
Sorry, I don't mean to pry. I just didn't think someone would choose to owe you money and not be able to pay.
Happens more often than you think.
We pulled up to Fat Johnnie's in the convertible. Like I said, I wanted to roll up in style, even if the car wasn't in as good a shape as it used to be. Still, I was pretty attached to it. It had gotten me out of plenty of scrapes. I stayed close to Leggy when we got to the door so that Johnny's boys wouldn't see the pistol in his ribs. Leggy, you knock. Remember, you're the one bringing me in.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah?
Hey, Bozo, I got Itis here to see the boss. He's finally agreed to sing.
You're gonna have to wait. Boss is busy.
Bozo and his pal Nick were some of the least reliable of Fat Johnnie's boys, so they were usually relegated to guard duty. I wasn't surprised that the two of them were here manning the door. They were both carrying Tommy guns. I also noticed a Tommy gun and 2 pistols on a side table next to the door. The Tommy gun had a very recognizable scratch along the barrel, where I accidentally dropped it out of the convertible when Junie and I were both on the run from the coppers. And the pistols next to it looked exactly like Junie's. Leggy wasn't lying when he said Fat Johnnie got her. Why did she bring the Tommy gun, though? And why give it up? Anyway, I knew which gun I was going to take into Fat Johnnie's office.
Who's he in there with? He won't want us to wait.
Dunno. Some dame. Wanna smoke while you wait?
And that was why these guys weren't smart. They were never supposed to put their heaters down, and they both did at the same time. Now was my chance. I shoved Leggy forward into Bozo, stuffed the Colt 45 into my belt, and grabbed Junie's Tommy gun. And while I was at it, I pocketed Junie's pistols.
What the? Leggy, I thought you had him.
Nick, stand up. All of yous, get against the wall. First one to touch a heater is getting some new ventilation. All right, this is how this is going to go down. The 3 of you are going to come with me to Fat Johnnie's office.
That won't do you no good. He's in the library with that dumb dame. Oh!
That ain't no dumb dame. That's my wife. Now let's go.
You know you're going to your own death here, Jack, right?
I'm the one with a Tommy gun here. I make the rules. And the first rule is that you go through the door first.
I was going to have to figure out a way to get the watch from Fat Johnnie. But that was a job for later. Right now, I needed to focus on Jack. Now back to your books. I think I can get them from Jack, but I'm only willing to do so if we can come to an arrangement about his safety. Assuming that Leggy hasn't killed him yet. If that's the case, I think you'll find my attitude towards all of you will become a lot more hostile.
I can't say what sort of condition Jack is currently in. All I can say is I didn't order Leggy to kill him. But if you'll agree to leave LA and take Jack with you, along with a certain monetary compensation, I think we can arrange for Jack's safety. Provided, of course, that you return the books. Otherwise, both of you will disappear under mysterious circumstances.
I think we...
No need to get up.
Jack! You're alive! Jack burst through the door with Leggy and the 2 guys who brought me here. He had my Tommy gun pointed at all of them. But his face, it was a bloody, battered mess. Oh, look what they've done to your face.
I'm all right, doll.
Where are your pants?
How dare you! Put that heater down!
No can do, boss. But I will take it with me when I go. I'm just here for Junie. Now let her go.
She's not a prisoner here. She can leave any time she wants. Now, my 3 boys here, though, well, that's a different story. They seem to have failed to do their jobs. Again.
It's not my fault, boss. He cut my arm. Look.
Bozo, Nick, what's your excuses?
Leggy came in and told us Jack was ready to sing. He didn't tell us his hands were tied and Jack had a gun.
See what I mean, Junie? You can't get good help these days.
That's why I work alone.
What about Jack?
He's the reason.
Now, you three, get out of here. We have business to discuss.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. You three, don't move. Just sit down and shut your mouths.
You think they're your collateral? They're not. Go ahead and shoot them. They're all used up anyhow if they can't listen to orders.
It's not that. I don't want them rummaging around downstairs looking for their guns. Junie, you got my will?
It's right here, Jack.
Great. Then we'll be going.
Do you think you could come in here waving a Tommy gun and then just walk out? That's not how this works. From now on, that will is null and void. It's going to be open season on Jack Itis.
Now wait a minute, Johnny. I thought we had a deal.
Deal? What deal?
Get the bag, Stubbs.
You sure you want to bring it in there? It's risky.
Yeah, I do.
What if the boss wants to see what's inside?
He won't. And if he does, I've got a plan.
If you say so, boss. But are you sure you want to go through with it now?
One way or another, it's got to be done. You remember the plan?
Yeah. Don't act before you do. You'll assess the situation and decide if and when something needs to be done.
Exactly right. You got your gun ready?
Yeah, but I don't know what we're gonna do when Bozo and Nick try to take him up. Boss, door's open.
Get your gun.
Where's the twins?
Probably upstairs. They left their Tommy guns here.
You want we take them?
No. I don't want the boss thinking this is a hit. Come on.
What deal? What the heck is going on?
Jack, give him the books. Then we can leave.
What books? What are you talking about?
The company books, the ledgers.
Oh, those books. Don't have them. Never took them. Have no idea where they are.
Jack, you were the one who got caught in the office when they disappeared.
So? That doesn't mean I was the one who took them. Besides, if I took them, then why didn't I have them when you nicked me? Your boys roughed me up pretty good, and as I recall, you still have my favorite coat.
That kid you brought with you, the one with no hair.
Arthur is no kid.
You brought Arthur? I didn't think you still talked to him.
He's a stand-up guy. And I think you searched him as well, boss.
He still had plenty of time to stash them.
He didn't stash nothing, because I didn't take them.
Jack, just tell him.
There ain't nothing to tell, doll. Look, the door was open when I got there. You think I picked that lock? I ain't no safe cracker.
That was true. Jack couldn't get into a lock even when he had the key. And he brought up a good point. If Fat Johnnie locked the door behind him, how did Jack get in?
I don't know why you keep insisting that I have the books. I don't. I'm the one with the typewriter here, so unless you want some extra holes to bleed through, you're gonna do as I say.
What the hell is going on here? You'd think my goons would have better sense than to break into my house.
Heard the gang was all here. We're just making sure things don't go haywire.
Put the heater down, Jack.
And just like that, someone got the drop on me. Again. I had no choice but to surrender the Tommy gun to Stubbs. This whole day was getting worse and worse. First I get an ass whooping, and now the one guy who I know wants me dead for sure has a gun pointed at my head.
Excellent timing, Shifty. Now, Jack, what were you saying?
This doesn't change anything, boss. I still don't know where the books are because I didn't take them.
I'm through arguing with you, Itis. Now give me those books. Don't think that just because you have them that you could take over my business.
Jack, he's got a gun on me.
I can see that.
Easy, boss.
Now let's all just dial the heat down a little bit here. Jack, if you know anything about Fat Johnnie, you know that he don't value no one's life.
Just tell him what the books are and we'll make sure everyone gets out of here.
Why are you suddenly interested in everyone's safety, Stubbs? I thought you wanted me dead.
He and I squared things between you two, Jack.
Well, that's a relief. But I don't want to know how.
Jack, it doesn't matter right now. Just give him his books.
Look, Johnny, I wish I knew where the books are. Trust me, I really do. but I don't. I have no idea where they are or who took them. But I can tell you that it wasn't me. That's all I know. I wish you could get that through your fat skull.
Have it your way.
Junie! What's happened to Junie? Has Fat Johnnie shot her? How am I going to get my revenge on him? Tune in next time.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you. Thanks for listening to the Jack and Junie Show.
Junie and Jack Show.
I'm your co-host, Jack Itis.
I'm Junie Itis.
Thank you. And over there, my beautiful and indomitable better half, Junie.
Jack, stop being a show-off.
You ready, Junie? Here we go. I love to see your beautiful face looking right there back at me. You're looking at me, baby. I know it. I can see
Cut
it.
it out.
Hello. Your smile. You got a nice smile, baby. It melts the ice, but I'm chills all the while.
And in the daytime, sweet, sweet kisses. Well, it knocks me out like too much strawberry wine. And in the nighttime, when we're touching, I'm happy, babe, but I just thought I'd tell you why.
Tell me why again. I want to hear it. Once again, thank you very much for listening to our little show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're the best.
Jack, quit gushing.
New episode drops next week. Listen in to find out what will happen to us.
If I don't kill him first.
She doesn't mean that. She doesn't. She always says
You
that. She
want
doesn't mean it.
bet? Want bet?